to a brand new episode of Coming Distractions brought to you by the Nerdpocalypse podcast. I'm your host, Jay. I'm here with my co-host, Terrence.
What's up?
And Micah.
Hey.
All right, guys, we're back. This episode, we're going to discuss Creed 2. Terrence, you had the luxury of seeing this, so I'm going to lean it to you. Tell us what the general premise is for those who don't know, and then your thoughts.
Well, for those that are familiar with the Rocky series, Rocky 4, was it? Rocky took on... What's his? I don't remember his first name. Ivan Drago.
Communism. All of Russia.
Communism. He took the wall down by himself. He punched it down brick by brick. This is basically what I was hoping the movie wouldn't be. What we all said. I think we all said. I hope the sequel isn't Creed taking on Ivan Drago's. His name is Victor Drago. Ivan Drago's son, and lo and behold, that's what it is.
The easiest of ideas.
Yeah, it was the lowest hanging fruit you can possibly pick. That being said, the movie, I enjoyed it. It's a good movie. Is it better than the first one?
It's the question everyone is wondering.
No. I wouldn't say it's better. If anything, it would be on par. Okay. It's a very good movie, but then again, it's a boxing movie. As long as the boxing sequences are good, people are going to love it. Like the movie, the theater that I went to see it in, people were literally cheering and clapping.
Wow. Okay.
During the fight sequences, especially the last one, because whatever. But the movie, basically, it's at this point, Creed is in the beginning. This is not a spoiler. It's the very beginning of the movie. He wins the championship. He fights the guy in the first movie, Wheeler. Yeah. Remember him? He beats him. That's not a spoiler because it literally happens in the first 2 minutes of the movie.
I was about to say, because he lost in the first one.
Yeah, he lost that match. But he's...
Much like the original Rocky.
But he's basically his career, he's built up his career. He's like 23-1. And he takes on the champion, he wins, and he becomes the champ. And basically it focuses on him being the champ, but not necessarily feeling like it. And then on the other side of the pond, you got Victor Drago, which is Ivan Drago's son. He was just born. His father just basically trained him to box. This nigga is huge. The dude is gigantic.
Yeah, the posters are insane. Like, how are they in the same weight class?
This dude is a smooth 30, 40 pounds heavy. Look, Michael B. Jordan is big. Yeah, I think he's I don't know how tall he is.
I don't think Michael B. Jordan's particularly
he's not that tall. Because he's almost standing eye to eye with Rocky, and he ain't that tall.
I don't think Michael B. Jordan is 6 feet.
I don't think he is. Yeah. But anyway, this dude is gigantic. He is 6 feet. Scary. He is 6 feet exactly?
Yeah.
I don't believe that. But
I don't believe he's a Hollywood 6 feet.
He's 6 feet tall.
By the way, I'm also a Hollywood 6 feet.
Yeah, again, he's like slightly taller than Sylvester Stallone. And Sylvester Stallone is not that tall. No, I don't think he's that tall. But so this guy, he's just trained to be a boxer. The story is he basically makes his way to America. This promoter, played by the guy from the Hate You Give, the father from the Hate You. I like that guy.
I like that guy.
I really like that guy. He plays like a slimy promoter, like a Don King type. He brings him over to the States. He brings him over to the States and is like, "Look, this is the fight that everybody wants to see," and they see it, and things happen, and yeah.
How is the one of the really cool things about the first Creed was the cinematography during the boxing. How is that?
Doesn't compare.
Damn.
It's just regular. It's just it's still a boxing, like it's filmed like an old Rocky movie.
Okay.
It's not like the tracking shot. Yeah. Because that was the sticking point. Yeah, there were one shots. And that was my biggest thing. I'm like, oh, it's not Ryan Coogler. I don't know. They decided. So there's like cuts during it. But the boxing matches are still really brutal. Yeah. Like the first match with Victor. Nah, yo. But then the last, he gets the brakes beaten off of him. It's like, again, these are not necessarily spoilers because it's like the heroes come up. The acting is very good. Like, again, like everything besides the boxing is good. Like, I mean, even the boxing sequences are good, but like the cinematography, you couldn't tell that Ryan Coogler didn't do it because I guess the director was trying to go for his style.
Ape that style.
Yeah, he did fine. The acting was good. There was one thing in the movie that I noticed. Every time people had like these monologues and like music would just start playing in the background. And I noticed it from like the very beginning when Rocky started talking, like this music would start playing. I'm like, okay.
It's wildly unnecessary.
It's like,
that's a very Spike Lee-ish thing to do.
Yeah, it was annoying. And to me, it just something that I noticed. I'm like, why every time someone has like some type of monologue, like this music, it's not the same music, but it would just like music would just start swelling, and I'm like, I don't.
It seems
and
cheesy.
then like the next scene, it would be like Michael B. Jordan talking about like why he needs to take the fight, and then Rocky again with another like nugget of wisdom. The music starts playing again. I'm like, dude, come on, I get it. I get
That's
it.
funny. That's funny. How is the interaction? Because the interaction between Tessa Thompson's character and Michael B. Jordan's character in the first one was like really pivotal, and that was more mirrored to Rocky.
It's
and
still
Adrian.
super pivotal. Like it plays a big role.
And he has a kid in this one, yeah. Like that's how they show the passage of time is that she gets pregnant or something like that.
Yeah, she gets pregnant. That scene was really funny.
Okay.
I'm not gonna say that it's a worse movie than the first one. It's not better. It isn't better.
I think that it's fair to say it's on par. Like,
yeah, it's definitely on par. Like I really liked it. Again, the movie, the theater that I went to watch it. Again, it was screeners, so like people just love anything they watch because it's for free. And the line when I got there, the line of people that were out there were the people that couldn't get in, and the line was mad long.
Yeah, people were really excited about this.
Yeah, they really wanted to see it.
I mean, Creed was. I think when I heard that Ryan Coogler was doing Apollo Creed's son movie, I was like, this is the dumbest idea and a waste of this guy's talent I've ever heard. And then seeing Creed, I was like wow, that was
really
awesome.
Worked.
Yeah, it super worked.
Like this is go see it. Like it's good. Like it's definitely worth going to see. Again, I think Michael B. Jordan is huge. I think he's bigger in this movie.
He definitely
It's
is.
ridiculous. And of course, being a Rocky movie, technically, they have a montage. It's dope. Like his montage is dope because they have like Victor Drago's montage compared to his is bullshit. Like it don't even compare. Like it's just him beating people up.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, this dude isn't like that in the desert. Yeah. Just getting punched in the stomach
over and over again by an 80-year-old Rocky. Well, it's funny because that to me is still the best part of Rocky 4. I mean, yes, taking down all of communism with punches is great, but this is how ridiculous the 80s were. Yeah. But that training montage was about as cool of an idea as I've ever seen in a sports movie. Like the regular guy way of training and then the high advanced version of the training.
The thing. There was no high advanced version of training. It was just like he was like beating the hell out of people in Russia. Like it was like it wasn't like a high tech gym. It was literally him in a warehouse just destroying people. I'm like, okay. Right. I guess that's how you train. I mean, you're 6 inches taller than everybody else in the ring, just destroying everybody. Meanwhile, Michael B. Jordan is in the desert. He's you got to see it. It's dope. And then the music playing in the back is like it's hip hop.
So you're like all in?
Yeah, like you can't not like it.
All right,
like
I'm sold.
Of course, as long as you get the boxing matches, like the boxing sequences, good. You're fine.
Yeah, that's when I go to a Rocky movie, I go for two things. I go for good boxing matches and I go for training montages. That's it. And the music. The music has to be on. Because like even in the Rocky movies, the music was, I mean, it was ridiculous for the 80s, but it worked. It super worked. Like, look, I still have those songs in my workout mix right now.
his initial entrance for when he took on Victor, his first time, they played Icon by what's his name?
Jaden Smith.
Jaden Smith. I'm like, I like that song.
Yeah, no,
I'm like, yo, that shit was so perfect.
Yeah, no, it's kind of good.
His entrances for both of those matches were really dope.
All right, see, look, like, I'm off for the next 4 days. I'm going to see this.
Yeah, that's just so dope. Like, look, if you are a fan of any of the Rocky movies, like, it's definitely worth going to see. Like, it's just fun, man. Like, it just really is. But I can't say that it's better than the first. I'm just going to go ahead and say it's on par.
Okay, do you have a score?
I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5. Like, I really liked it. I definitely watch it again.
All right, cool.
Yeah,
all right, cool. I might call you, man. I might go Sunday morning, actually. All right.
It's cool.
Anything else?
Tessa Thompson's fine. That's it.
You don't mean as in quality. You mean
aesthetically.
Aesthetically. She's aesthetically pleasing.
Yes. Yeah, no, she's gorgeous.
Like their relationship really plays a big part. And,
that's good.
Even his mother as well. Like it's just
did Felicia Rashad come back as his mom?
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. It's just good, man. Like I mean it's the lowest hanging fruit, but they pulled it off. They really did. I was shocked. I was like,
I hope Creed 3
really works.
I hope Creed 3 is not the return of Clubber Lang or some other ridiculous bullshit. Just Give him his own story. Just let him go do his own thing.
Like, I don't know where you go from here.
Maybe
That's
not.
the thing.
Maybe
just leave it alone.
Oh, one last thing actually I want to ask you. How is Ivan Drago to Victor Drago? How is their relationship? Because everyone was saying that was actually pretty good to see.
Their relationship. Drago, he lost. Of course, he lost in the original movie. And it's like he lost everything. Like when he lost that match, he basically lost everything. He lost his wife, the love of the country hated him. He lost his wife and all that other good stuff.
Nielsen.
So basically, he
that's
trained.
Not a loss.
Right.
I won.
Don't read ahead. But he basically trains his son because he's like, I want to get this back. He's basically trying to live vicariously through his son.
Sure.
But like,
can't wait.
Yeah. But towards the end, like things happen and like it's
interesting.
It's also pretty good. Like it's shocking. Like by the end, you're just kind of like, oh. Like you kind of feel bad.
Now the funny thing is, just before we go, originally the sort of after movie story for Drago was that after he lost to Rocky in Rocky IV, he went back, he did lose everything, and he killed himself. But they were just like, just ignore that, rework it, and bring him back. So it's kind of funny.
Like it's actually the dynamic between him, his son, and his mother, if you will. Yeah, it was actually pretty. Like again, they really pulled it off. I was shocked. Well, when I didn't go in thinking like it's going to be whack, but I was just like, this is better than it should be. Considering
one of the people who did the story, not the screenplay, but the story, was the showrunner for Luke Cage.
Yeah,
Cheo Hodari Cooker or whatever his name is. So that I was looking forward to it once I saw that.
Yeah. He's a writer. I just saw that before we started recording. He did a good job. Like he did an excellent job. I was seriously surprised, but like I wouldn't not recommend it. Just definitely go see it.
Okay,
because it's a good movie.
All right, that's it.
It's an hour and 30 minutes. I mean, it's 130 minutes, which means it's 2 hours and 10 minutes. I didn't realize it.
Oh,
it's a fast 210. Which is a good thing, I guess.
Yeah, you don't want. There's no reason for a boxing movie to drag on.
Yeah,
no, just punch each other to death, and then we can just go home. No. Okay, that's it for this episode of Coming Distractions. Make sure you go to comingdistractionspod.com if you want to get the strictly audio version for this. If you're watching it on YouTube, and if you're listening to it via whatever podcatcher that you use to get your podcast, you can also watch the videos of all these reviews on youtube.com/the Nerdpocalypse. And we will see you guys next time.
See you.
Take it easy.
Bye. You're watching the Nerdpocalypse YouTube channel. Make sure you click that button to subscribe and check out our weekly podcast where we talk about movie, TV, news, tech, and weird stories from around the internet.